Okay. Hi, family and YouTube friends. Yep, it's time for last minute provisions for the road trip. And I passed by Whole Foods. You know what? I did this because honestly, there are some things that you can't find the same quality when you're on the road. Or if you know that there's something that you like to have with most of what you consume, it's best to bring it with you. Like for instance, vitamin K2, vitamin D. I know I like a certain brand, even kimchi. I don't even find the same type of kimchi that I like all of the time. So I just get it when I'm at Whole Foods in my hometown. That way when I'm on the road, I always have a supply of that. Some things you can always pick up, like the baby spinach and even the broccoli. You can find that anywhere. But the type of kimchi I like and my oatmeal raisin cookies, those I don't always find. So I thought maybe I'd go ahead and grab that before I left. So here we go. Time to get moving. Y'all, you would be surprised how many campers you'd see on the road. I didn't always notice them, I don't think, but it wasn't until about 4 or 5 years ago I started traveling this way that I started really noticing that there are an enormous amount of campers on the road. There are so many people out here traveling this way and just really enjoying it. So it's just surprising to me. And now, the first night, by the way, was spent at a Cracker Barrel parking lot. Now, you will find that would happen many times, like a Cracker Barrel. Sometimes some people do truck stops, Walmarts. Most of the time, if you're going somewhere, rarely will you make it there in one night. So me and my travel buddy decided to spend the night in a Cracker Barrel parking lot. And, you usually get a very good night's sleep there. And here it is the next morning, and I'm just checking out the surroundings. Everything is well. But yeah, Cracker Barrel. Many times we do that on our way to our first campground. And sometimes we're not even on our way to a campground. Sometimes we're just on our way to a destination, and we will utilize truck stops and Cracker Barrels along the way. But yeah, so it's the next morning, just basically taking the screens down, checking everything out, and getting things situated. And even have my fans. I was doing this overnight, by the way, charging my walkie-talkie that we use while we're driving to communicate if necessary. The USB fans. I advise everyone who's trying to be on the road, definitely get some USB rechargeable fans. And yeah. And also my lights. I'm putting my lights out back to the window where they can get my solar lights. Those are lights that I put under my vehicle when I am out in a camping environment or at a campground, which I'm going to utilize because we're on our way now to a campground in Tennessee. But our first night was just at a Cracker Barrel. But I'm getting everything situated, taking the window shades down, well, the ones I made anyway. And we're on our way because we have someone else that we're meeting at our first campground.
Your destination is on the right.
I'm still amazed at how this never gets old. Yeah, there are different things we want to see from time to time. After having gone to the desert for about 4 years, I did admit that to the other ladies that I did want to start seeing something a little different. So yeah. But as far as me realizing how it never gets old, the taste of freedom, it never gets old. The freedom that you feel when you're on the road, just being able to go explore wherever you choose, it never gets old. Seeing the scenery, the landscape, to see how different cities may differ in some ways, it never gets old. That part never gets old. You may decide that you don't want to go to the same place sometimes, and you may want to switch it up like we've decided. But other than that, It just never gets old. And I just love the privilege that we've been granted to be able to do this. And I understand what a blessing it is. And when I tell you, being on the open road is just so beneficial. And that's physically, mentally, and emotionally. You guys, when I'm on the road doing hikes and things like that, I mean, it just really helps my body a lot. When at home, yeah, you can go walk at a park or do different things like that, but I don't think anything beats actually being out in the elements, taking a hike, being out in nature. It really makes a difference. And you don't have to be someone who wants to take a hike. You may just want to be someone who would love to just sit out and just relax and decompress and still be in nature. Either way. Anyway, we're almost there, and we're going to our first campsite in Tennessee, Pool Knobs Campground. And you know what? It was pretty cool. We met up with our other travel buddy, so it ended up being 3 of us ladies, and we were at the campground just relaxing, sitting out, just talking, having a great time, walking around the campground a little bit, but really just relaxing and getting ready for our next leg of the trip. And we spent 2 nights here, and it was really nice. So, until next time, my family and my YouTube friends, be blessed and be safe. Bye.